Hey, welcome back to my channel, you guys. Welcome back to day 12 of your mirror work. I'm still here, Victoria, your best friend on Billy Billy. Okay, just kidding. But I do hope if you think of me as one of your best friends online, we're cloud friends. So today we're going to talk about overcoming your fear. And today I think it's a very good timing for me to read this chapter to myself, also to all of you who are listening, because right now I do have some things pending in my mind, and it is pending because I'm thinking about how to do it. And I do have some certain kind of fear that maybe I wouldn't do it so well. Maybe I will receive some criticism or complaints or, dissatisfaction. And that's why I still didn't put all my efforts into creating some new work. So I think today's chapter just came to me in the perfect timing, and I do want to share this chapter with those of you who are also facing some sort of fear that you may feel you are not perfect or something might be wrong and you might be criticized, all of that. So with that in mind, let's get started. Today, you'll learn about how to diffuse the power fear has over you and trust that life is taking care of you. Look in your mirror, take a deep breath, and blow a kiss to that beautiful person who is looking back to you. You are getting stronger each day. Thank your mirror for helping you release your past and reflect more positive thoughts your way. Life loves you, and so do I. Today, your mirror work is on an emotion that can block you from loving yourself, forgiving others, and having the happy life you deserve. The emotion is fear. Fear is rampant on the planet today, in the form of war, murder, greed, and mistrust. Fear is a lack of trust in yourself. When you can overcome your fear, you will begin to trust life. You will begin to trust that life is taking care of you. In her international bestseller, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, Susan Jeffers wrote, "If everybody feels fear when approaching something totally new in life, yet so many are out there doing it despite the fear, then we must conclude that fear is not the problem." Let me repeat. If everybody feels fear when approaching something totally new in life, yet so many are out there doing it despite the fear, then we must conclude that fear is not the problem. She believed that the real issue is not the fear itself, but how we hold it. We can approach fear from a position of power or from a position of helplessness. The fact that we have the fear becomes irrelevant. How much power do you give to your fears? When a fearful thought comes up, it is really just trying to protect you. When you become physically frightened, adrenaline pumps through your body to protect you from danger, and the same thing happens with your fear you manufacture in your mind. I suggest that when you do your mirror work, you talk to your fear. You can say, "I know you want to protect me. I appreciate that you want to help me, and I thank you." Acknowledge the fearful thought for wanting to take care of you. By observing your fears and addressing them during your mirror work, you will begin to recognize that you are not your fears. Think of your fears the way you view images on a movie screen. When what you see on that screen is not really there, the moving pictures are just frames of celluloid that go by in a flash. Your fears will come and go just as rapidly unless you insist on holding on to them. Fear is only a limitation of your mind. You fear getting sick or becoming jobless or losing a loved one or having your partner leaving you. The fear becomes a defense mechanism. It would be much more powerful, however, to do your mirror work so that you can stop recreating fearful situations in your mind. I believe that we have a choice between love and fear. We experience fear of change, fear of not changing, fear of the future, and fear of taking a chance. We fear intimacy, and we fear being alone. We fear letting people know what we need and who we are, and we fear letting go of the past. But the mind cannot hold two opposing thoughts at once. And at the other end of the spectrum from fear is love. Love is the miracle worker we are all looking for. When you love yourself, you can take care of yourself. When you are frightened, remind yourself that it means you are not loving and trusting yourself. The belief that you are not good enough is often at the root of your fears. I repeat, when you are frightened, remind yourself that it means you are not loving and trusting yourself. The belief that you are not good enough is often at the root of your fears. And on a personal note, this phrase is speaking totally to my problem right now, because I am frightened, because I'm afraid that something I will do is not good enough, and people might not be happy with what I produce. And this is totally true. So the belief that you are not good enough is often at the root of your fears. Now, this is why I love Louise Hay so much. Like, she always tells you the truth with the simplest words. And suddenly you see that, fuck, this is the point. And I don't know that if you are listening to this, do you have the same feeling as I do? But that is the ultimate truth of being fearful, because we fear that other people think that we're not good enough, or we are not accepting ourselves. So anyway, but when you love and approve of yourself completely, you can begin to overcome your fears. Do everything you can to strengthen your heart, your body, and your mind. Turn to your mirror and the power within you. Let's affirm, all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. I am safe. Love is my strength. Only love is real. Only love is real. Wow. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. I am safe. Loving is my strength. Only love is real. So here's your day 12 mirror work exercise. First, what's the greatest fear you are experiencing now? Write it on a post-it note and stick the note on the left side of your mirror. Acknowledge this fear. Tell it, I know you want to protect me. I appreciate that you want to help me. I thank you. Now I let you go. I release you and I am safe. Then take the sticky note, rip it up, and toss it in the trash or flush it down the toilet. However you get rid of the fear, the point is to release it. So, what is it that you are fearing now? Do you know? Do you have one? And number 2, look in the mirror again and repeat these affirmations. I love and trust. Love and life take care of me. I am one with the power that created me. I am safe. All is well in my world. I love and trust. Love and life take care of me. I am one with the power that created me. I am safe and all is well in my world. Number 3, now look in the mirror and observe your breathing. We often hold our breath when we are frightened. If you are feeling threatened or fearful, consciously breathe. Take a few deep breaths. Breathing opens the space inside you that is your power. It straightens your spine, opens your chest, and gives you tender heart room to expand. Number 4, continue breathing naturally and observing your breath. As you do this, repeat these affirmations. I love you. I love you. I really love you. I trust life. Life gives me everything I need. There's nothing to fear. I am safe. All is well. The power is within you, your journaling exercise for day 12. And now, write down your greatest fears under the following headings. It is family or health, career, relationships, finances. And second, then write one or more positive affirmations for each fear you listed. For example, if you wrote, I'm afraid I will get sick and won't be able to take care of myself, then the affirmation might be, I will always attract all the help I need. Can you do it? Please do it after this recording with some music you really love. And now it's time for our heart thought for day 12. I am always perfectly protected. Remember, when a fearful thought comes up, it is just trying to protect you. Tell the fear, I appreciate that you want to help me. Follow that with an affirmation to address that particular fear. Acknowledge and thank the fear, but don't give it power or importance. Your day 12 meditation. Creating a safe and loving world. Think of today and every day as a time of learning, a new beginning. It is an opportunity to change and grow, to open your consciousness to a new level and consider new ideas and new ways of thinking. To envision the world we dream of living in. Our vision helps to create the world. Come with me as we see ourselves and our planet in new and powerful ways. Envision a world where everyone has dignity, where everyone, no matter what race or nationality, feels empowered and secure. See children everywhere being treasured and valued as all child abuse disappears. See schools using their precious time to teach children important things like how to love themselves, how to have relationships, how to be parents, how to handle money and be secure financially. Then see all the sick people being made well again. Disease becoming a thing of the past as doctors learn to keep people healthy and vital. See pain and suffering disappearing and hospitals being turned into apartment buildings. Envision all the homeless taken care of and jobs available for everyone who wants to work. See prisons building self-worth and self-esteem in guards and prisoners alike, releasing responsible citizens who love life. See churches removing sin and guilt from their teaching and supporting their members, expressing their divine magnificence and finding their highest good. See governments really caring about the people, with justice and mercy available to all. See honesty and fairness returning to all businesses as greed becomes unknown. See men and women empowering one another to live in dignity as all acts of violence are eliminated. See pure water and nourishing food and clean air being the norm for all of us. Now, let's walk outside and feel the clean rain. And as it stops, clouds fade away, and we see a beautiful rainbow as the sun comes out. Notice the clean air. Smell its freshness. See sparkling water in streams and lakes. Notice the lush vegetation, dense forests, abundant flowers and fruits and vegetables available to everyone. All over the world, see everyone enjoying peace and plenty, with harmony among all people. As we lay down our arms and open our hearts, see judgment, criticism, and prejudice becoming old-fashioned and fading away. See borders crumbling, separation disappearing. See us all becoming one, truly brothers and sisters who care about one another. See the planet, our Mother Earth, healed and whole, natural disasters dissipating as the earth breathes a sigh of relief and peace reigns. Think about other positive things you would like to see happening on this planet. As you continue to hold these ideas in your mind and envision them, you are helping to create this new, safe, and loving world. Wow. The end of this chapter is quite powerful because it made me envision a beautiful, whole new world that now I would say I don't really believe yet. And that is my own work to do. Maybe it's the way I was raised or the environment I was growing up in. It might be a little hard to believe that everyone could let their negativity fall and we all praise each other and we take care of each other. And that would be the ideal world that every one of us would need to make effort to make it a reality. And that may take a while, a few decades or hundreds of years. I don't know. When would be the day to, eliminate poverty, starvation? I don't know if that day would ever come. In my mind, I do believe now that only a few minority of people who can live in abundance because they choose to believe so, and then their environment, their reality begin to shift from scarcity to abundance. That is their personal choice. They see the magic lies behind all of this reality illusion. And I am one of those person, and I do believe you are one of those person. But how do we make everyone believe that? Wow, that is a lifetime topic. And I am one of the fewest lucky person on this planet. My family is not super rich, but it's still very comfortable. I always got what I want from my parents or from my grandparents. And I have had plenty of love from them too. So to me, my life has been quite easy, or at least not struggling in many other aspects, as I would heard from other followers or friends that I heard before. So how do we make them believe that the world is ready for them to explore? The world has beautiful abundance to offer also to them. How do we make them believe? How do we make them to shift their mindset before they see anything is happening? That is what faith is all about. The so-called faith is you started believing something that hasn't happened yet, but you have that vision in your mind and you knew it's true. It just takes time and it's slowly forming itself in your outer world. So yeah, rewriting people's unconsciousness, and it's a cycle. You could say it's a good cycle. Once you see something beautiful and good happen to you, maybe your mindset would shift and then more good things will happen to you. And we all have to be very aware of our mindset matching with the outer reality. Not that we sometimes get dragged back by the old beliefs that I don't deserve this or this is not my life. And of course, if the universe hears you saying that, he will retract all the good that was in your life, because obviously you don't really think that that is you, or that is not something you deserve. I don't know if you could resonate to what I have said just now, but if you do, please let me know. You can always text me on WeChat. Like I said, people who listen to this mirror work is not someone regular. No, what am I saying? It's not just some random somebody, okay? I believe you have the knowledge, you have the ability, you have all the power you need to transform your life. Otherwise, you wouldn't even learn English this way. You wouldn't even be interested into listening a mirror work, loving yourself podcast, because maybe someone who even knows English this well, but she or he is quite cynical about this whole world, then they would never understand that to change your life, the first thing you do is change your inner beliefs. So I really, really appreciate you listening to this podcast, because I know we share a lot of common basic beliefs about life, about loving ourselves. And one last thing I want to say, loving yourself does take a while. It might take months or years to wash away all your old beliefs. Like Louise wrote in her book, it might be like all of thousands or hundreds layers of old bricks you need to remove from yourself, and then to release the loving and tender version of yourself. But every step you take, every little effort you make is worth trying, because the end result is so magnificent when you finally can love yourself the way you did when you were just born, when you were so curious about the world, when you were free to live. And there's another phrase that really touched my heart. It says, every day you live in fear is another day that you are not free to live. I think it's said by Nelson Mandela, and it's really powerful. When you are fearful about something, meaning you are putting yourself into a little prison called fear, and you stay there for however long you decide to stay. So for how long you still want to hold your shine, hold your sparks to yourself? For how long you want to live in this confined little world that you believe you belong to? And for how long you want to make the world wait to see your true sparks? So, ponder on those questions. And I want to see you and me shine. Because we only live once. And it's a magnificent, wonderful chance that we have. There you go. Thank you for listening. I will be seeing you in my next audio. Bye bye. Love you.